Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for watching. Now, today we have our NFL Week 14 Top 10, and let's go over our honorable mentions. Ravens, Cardinals, Buccaneers, Dolphins, and Patriots. Cardinals had a tough loss to the Rams, and just really these teams just didn't make the cut. They just barely missed it. The Patriots are climbing back up is what's happening, so I can't consider them a top team just yet, but maybe I can towards the end of the year. I kind of hope so because I'd like to see the Patriots climb back up there. And the Ravens, win or lose tonight, they still haven't played, but win or lose tonight, I'm not really going to put them in the top 10 no matter what, so that's why I'm filming this before the game. So, anyway, let's start with number 10. We've got the Cleveland Browns. This team, this entire year, I put them in the honorable mentions or not even close to that. I think they're a very, very talent overflow team. They have good coaching, and it's really just like a team that's very similar to the Titans, where they just rely on their running back and their quarterback to not make mistakes, have their quarterback as a game manager. And it's been working for them so far. They got a great win against the Tennessee Titans. So, number 10 is the Cleveland Browns. Then number 9 is the Colts. Pretty much what I've said throughout these whole weeks. Just their defense is really good and their offense is good enough to keep them afloat. They have some weird losses, but I think that they're a good team. So number 9 is the Colts. Then number 8 is the Seahawks. A very strange loss to the Giants. I honestly don't think that the Giants are a terrible team. I think it just takes a few extra players to really make them a contender because honestly, they're not that bad of a team, but still, Seahawks had a very bad loss to them, and were technically only able to get 10 points on offense because the safety was really their defense, or I guess their punt return team. But, yeah, just a weird game for the Seahawks, so we have them at number 8. Then number 7, you have the Titans. The Titans are just like a weird team to me. I think sometimes they play really well, sometimes they just play weird. It was nice to see them start to crawl back in the Browns game, but ultimately they couldn't get the job done, and that was pretty disappointing. I kind of wanted the Titans to win, just because I never considered the Browns to be playoff contenders, and I never really wanted them to be for some reason. So, a little bit disappointed about that, but I still like the Titans, still think that they're a good team, lots of talent. So number 7 is the Titans. Then number 6 is the Packers. I think that they are just bursting with talent. They have so many talented people, and they have great coaching and everything. Pretty much what I've said about them in the past few weeks. They beat the Eagles, really just what you do against bad teams. So, can't move you up too much. So, I'm just going to keep you right here at number 6. Then number 5, you have the Rams. This is pretty biased of me, but I still think that the Rams are a top 5 team. I love them so much. They're my favorite team, if you didn't know. I think just like their defense is the main reason why they're even here, because Jared Goff has his good games, he has his bad games. Fortunately, this game against the Cardinals was one of his good games, was one of his very good games, actually. He didn't turn the ball over, he had a touchdown, some good yards. So, I think when Jared Goff does well, this team does really well. So, yeah, number 5 is the Rams. Then we have number 4, the Bills. Again, did what you did against an average team, beat him up. So, good job for the Bills on winning against the 49ers. Nothing other much to say here, so just going with number 4 as the Bills. And then number 3 is the Saints. And I could make the argument that they're higher than the Steelers, but for now I'm just going to keep them right here. But Sean Payton has really proved something. That's something that Colin Cowherd has said. He has cemented himself as one of the greatest offensive coaches in history because he has won with so many quarterbacks that weren't Drew Brees. He's won 8 games, I believe, without Drew Brees, which is pretty impressive because most teams fall apart when they don't have their quarterback. And you can argue that the Saints don't need their quarterback, but they still do, especially when they get in those actual tough games. So, still, I mean, Saints are a very good team, and they actually had a win against a team that's actually not that bad. Their coach now 4-3, but they were 4-2 before the Saints beat them. So, yeah, great job by the Saints of winning these games without Drew Brees. Great job of winning them with Drew Brees. Saints are number 3. Number 2, you have the Steelers. I feel like throughout the entire season, I felt like they were never really number 1 because they never had anything that really, like, impressed somebody. Nothing that ever made them say, like, wow, these Steelers are just on another planet. And honestly, I'm going to make an audible and say that the Saints are number 2 and the Steelers are number 3. Because, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know why I ever put them at number 1. I don't think that they ever were. And it's not like I'm trying to jump off the ship and say that they're a bad team, because they certainly are a very good team. Great defensive line and really just great defense and good offense. But, I don't know, I think that they're the number 3 team, actually. So, yeah, Saints are number 2. Steelers are number 3. Yeah. And then number 1, you have the Chiefs, obviously, because they are pretty much like the Golden State Warriors of football when the Golden State Warriors were like a super team. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day today, and I hope you have a great week as well. Yeah.